Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back, weirdos. I hope you're having an amazing day. As you can see, I finally filled in my builder gel nails. It was long overdue. If you want to see how I do a backfill with builder, I'll leave that up in the cards along with my builder gel overlay in case you want to see how I do that too. Today, I was inspired. So I have been in a lot of stores lately, in the mall, independent, and I've been noticing that 90s is so back and trendy right now. So I'm gonna do a little spin art gel nail art. I'm so excited. It's so easy. So easy it's gonna go on my right hand. I am not left-handed at all. But this is so easy with your non-dominant hand. You just wait. So I got Mani Boss gel base, Kara's Claws gel top, and I'm gonna prep with my UNT peel base. Now, if you do not want your mani to pop off in a couple days, you're gonna wanna skip this step and do your normal prep routine. I'll leave my prep routine somewhere over here for you to check out in case you wanna see how I do that too. But I'm gonna get my peel off base coat on. I'm gonna let it dry for about 7 to 10 minutes. Usually it doesn't take more than that, but I do put on a pretty generous coat. Everything I'm using today, by the way, will be linked down below. If you are interested in the Kara's Claws gel top, which is beautiful, super glossy, I would encourage you to run and grab it now. Her shop will be closing, I think, first week of June, and I'm not sure how long it's going to be closed for. So if you want anything from Kara's, now would be your time to go do that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my peel off base coat. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to get this adorable spin art nail design super easy. So once the peel base is completely dry, and again, do your normal prep routine if you're not using peel off base coat, I'm gonna go in with my gel base. This is not usually necessary when you're working over an overlay like builder gel or acrylic or dip or whatever. However, I find it is so much easier to apply your gel polish over the gel base. So it's my preference. You super don't have to if you don't want to. I also do my thumb completely separate from the rest of my hand because it does lay sideways and I don't want product to flood into my sidewall area. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on 4 nails. I'll do thumb off camera at some point, give it a 30-second cure, and then we're right into nail art. Okay, so as you can see, I have a liner brush to my left, and this is the little design I kind of came up with. I wanted to do a practice nail. I've never done this before. So I've got 3 different colors from Beetles. You can use whatever color palette you want. I went with a blue, a deep pinky-ish fuchsia color and yellow. So I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to put it right on the corner of my nail, just like that. And again, you can do this however you want. If you want to do the entire nail, do the entire nail. I just wanted to go for like a corner type look, and I'm not curing anything yet. Then I'm going to grab the pink fuchsia color and I'm going to layer that right behind the blue. It's okay if you overlap. It's okay if it mixes a little bit. We're going to kind of mix it later, if you will. So don't worry about that. But that's going to go behind the blue. Then I'm going to grab the yellow and put the yellow right behind the fuchsia color. So it's going to look kind of like an imperfect rainbow, if you will. Now, you don't want to have too much product on your brush when you're doing this. You don't want to overload product. So I do clean off half the brush completely and leave a little bead at the bottom of the brush. So I'm going to go ahead and get that right over there behind the pink. And this is where the magic is going to start to happen. And this is I can't stress enough how simple this is. If I'm doing it with my left hand, you know it's got to be easy. So I've got the liner brush. It will be linked down below. And I'm going to start from the corner where the blue is. And I'm just going to, with very minimal pressure, drag it straight up. And then I'm going to go on either side of that first line. And I'm going to continue dragging it up until I run out of polish to drag. I think I did maybe 4 or 5 drags on each side. And that is literally it. End of story. There's the big reveal. I told you it was easy. And I didn't need any crazy tools. If you don't have a liner brush, you do not need to use one. You can probably use a sewing needle or a toothpick, a small dotting tool if you have one of those. But I love the liner brush for this. It makes those lines super easy to get nice and somewhat straight. Mine are not straight at all, but I don't think they need to be. And I don't know if you guys remember the spin art from the 90s. It put me in this zone of all the 90s toys that I had as a kid. I was a kid in the 90s. I had the spin art. I had the light brights. Remember those things? All that fun stuff when I was a kid. And I am just literally down memory lane with this manicure. You guys will have to let me know if you are, or were, I should say, a kid growing up in the 90s. At any point, let me know if you had like a fave, your favorite toy or your favorite TV show. I remember watching Fraggle Rock. That was one of my favorite TV shows ever. I had all the Rainbow Bright things, all the He-Man and She-Ra stuff, Thundercats, like all that was totally my jam. Do you guys remember a show called The Gummy Bears? I don't remember what channel it was on, but that was another one of my favorite shows. The Snorks, remember? Oh my gosh, I'm going way back now. The Smurfs and the Snorks. Oh my gosh. It was a good time. The 90s, probably one of my favorite decades. My kids tell me all the time I'm stuck in the 90s. And you know what? That's fine. It was a great time. But I'll tell you what really sparked this for me. I was in Target not too long ago with my daughter, and in the, I guess, junior section, if you will, they have a whole entire section of like 90s clothes. Everything from Care Bears, Rocco's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, and all that stuff, all these clothes with all this stuff on it. And my daughter, being a product of me, a kid in the 90s, knows all about it. And she was literally obsessed. She got every single t-shirt. My wallet was hurting, but I support anything that has to do with the 90s. I think it's absolutely adorable. So that kind of inspired trying to do some sort of a 90s nail art look. And I realized there were so many I could have chosen, but this one, not only is it super easy, I think it's super cute and super fun for summer. Great summertime look. The color combos are endless with this. You want to go all neon? Go all neon. You want to go pastel? Go pastel. You could even do, which I think would look kind of cool, black, white, and gray. That someone has to do that and tag me in it because I think that would look super cool. All right, back to nails. I want to tell you that I am curing in between each nail for 30 seconds. You do want to make sure these cure. The gel polish may be a little bit thicker than you would normally apply it if you're just doing a gel polish manicure. So you do want to make sure it's completely cured. And then I'm going to gel top coat cure for 60, and we're going to be done. So here's the finished look. I could not be happier with the way these came out. I'm literally obsessed. Living for the spin art. Gel nails, what? Love them. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this manicure with some Candi Skin Care cuticle oil per usual. Friendly reminder, it is getting close to the end of the month, which means if you want to support the Mental Health Foundation, this is a great way to do it. Part of the proceeds for the Hot Mess Marla cuticle oil is being donated directly to the Mental Health Foundation. Starting in June, the benefiting organization will be the Trevor Project, and I'll explain more about that as it gets into June. If you don't know what that is, I will happily explain next month. You guys will have to let me know what you think of this manicure. I can't wait to read all your comments about your favorite 90s stuff, or if you're not a product of being a kid in the 90s, let me know when you were and what some of your favorite stuff from that decade was. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, spending some time with me today. If you're new and you're still here, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and subscribing. I do nail content twice a week, every week, Mondays and Thursdays. I go live maybe once a month. If you want to be on our Facebook group, the link will be down below for you guys to check out. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.